Right, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Whizbit's Random Gaming. So we're going to go on another long play today, and today we're playing the classic 4-player Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game. If you haven't already, do us a favour, click that subscribe button, click the like button, comment down below, share the video, it helps the channel out massively. Right, let's top up on credits. I'm going to need a lot, I know that. Now, for some reason, the emulator that I'm playing this on today does not allow me to use any of the other Turtles unless I'm plugged into a different port of the console. So I'm going to be going through this with Leonardo. I would have preferred Michelangelo, but there you go. Now I can remember, here in the UK anyway, very fond memories of one of the first times me and my friends saw this game. I think it was a trip to Alton Towers or Margate or something like that where I went with school. And we saw the arcade machine, the big 4-player arcade machine, and we was just amazed. And yeah, all of us, it was like, even the kids that didn't talk about the Turtles much, you know, but they was probably closet fans. They was all surrounding the machine while we all played it. And as we got further and further, even these kids were starting to pump their money in to take a credit. And I don't think we finished it, but I know we got really quite far. Well, far too. In our case anyway, we was quite content with how far we got. But yeah, this was the standout machine at whatever amusement park we was in on that day. As I say, I can't remember exactly if it was Alton Towers or Margate or one of those sort of seaside resorts. Alton Towers was either this or the Simpsons arcade game, which is another upcoming long play I've got on the channel. Now, did anyone ever think, how many of those yellow suits did April have? Because if she's only got the one, she must hum a little bit. You know, personal hygiene is not something I would imagine April O'Neil to neglect. Now, I think one of the greatest things about the Turtles themselves is the character list. You know, that's Rocksteady there, one of the main villains. Shredder, you've got Bebop, Krang, Rat King, although Rat King isn't in this particular game. Baxter. You know, that's one of the strong points of the Turtle franchise, is it's got great characters. And at least on this game, the foot soldiers do differentiate between, you know, they have different skill sets and colours. So although it's the same template they're using in the game, you do feel that you're not fighting the same character over and over again, which is one of the Simpsons arcade game's main flaws. It doesn't have many flaws, that's just one of them. This one does a bit better in that aspect. I do like beat 'em ups to keep the enemies varied, because one of the main things we all know, if you're a fan of beat 'em ups, we all know that one of the main things a beat 'em up can suffer from is becoming repetitive. And one of the main ways, and not the main way, but one of the main ways in getting around that is to give you that different variety of enemies. Changing the gameplay up as well between levels is a good one. And this one has an attempt on both fronts, so I'm not going to knock it on that. I will be losing a lot of lives on this game. I think I told the story in a previous video of mine. There was a guy who used to go to our local arcade. It was called Ace Amusements. And he could complete this game on 1 credit. It might have been 1 life. And he'd literally do it for you in the arcade if you paid for the credit. I never paid him to do it, but I did witness it. I sat there and watched in the arcade, well, stood there, whilst he did it. And yeah, I was massively impressed as a 12 or 13-year-old watching this. His fighter of choice was Michelangelo, but I do believe he could do it with any character. Now, Bebop here, one of my favourite villains from the franchise. Always quite liked everything about Bebop. From the name to his look, and his action figure I used to have proudly displayed in my room as a child. Apologies all if my voice is a bit deeper today. I've come down with the notorious virus today. Or sorry, yesterday. So yeah, feeling a little bit sorry for myself. Tucked up, blanket day. And what better thing to do than record a couple of beat 'em ups. Which is what I'm going to do today. Keep it locked to the channel. We've got this, obviously, you're watching now. We've got the Simpsons arcade game, that's going to be coming up. We're going to be going through The Punisher as well, from Capcom. And also Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, which some people do believe to be the greatest arcade beat 'em up of the 90s. I don't hold that viewpoint myself, but it's definitely elite when it comes to these sort of games. Now, I've said it many times, every beat 'em up is going to have those annoying enemies, the ones that just like zap your energy on the way to the final boss. These little things and the robots that hypnotize you and fire out that electric arm, they absolutely annoy the hell out of you during the course of this game. Not so much the smaller ones that we're seeing now, but them robots that spin around. I believe they even made a comeback in the recent Shredder's Revenge. They were that notorious that the game developers brought them back. Speaking of, leave a comment below. Let me know if you prefer the old Turtles games like this and Turtles in Time, which is going to be another one I'm planning on doing shortly after this one. Or do you prefer the more recent games, Shredder's Revenge and the DLC, which the name of escapes me right now. I actually have purchased that DLC, but I've yet to try it out. So yeah, leave a comment below. Love to interact with all you guys, your thoughts, your views. As I said, I'm going to be losing a lot of lives on this game. I'm not going to pretend that I'm going to speed through it. Oh, I beat him relatively quickly today. I do like the added plaster on Rocksteady's head there, where I pasted him earlier. I always, no matter how many times I play this game, I always forget about that car. That's a very dumbfounded look on Leonardo's face there. May I just take this time to ask everyone, have a look at these great villains and then think about what Michael Bay did. God, I hate Michael Bay. King of explosions. And scripts with about 15 words. Although I did like The Rock when it came out in the 90s. I was much younger. Explosions appealed to me a lot more then than they do today. Now this game was released during the peak, I believe, of Turtle Mania, and if you was a kid growing up in the early 90s, you could not get away from the Turtles. You know, they were absolutely huge everywhere. Now, unfortunately, us guys over in Europe and myself in the UK at the time, we had to have Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles because the word ninja was deemed inappropriate, which confused the hell out of us at first when we first saw the cartoon come on the TV, you know. everyone had heard about Turtles because obviously they're a big thing. And then the BBC, they get the cartoon rights, and it starts on BBC One during the kids' afternoon TV. And then up on the screen flashes Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. And of course that's where the playground conspiracy theories come into it. Every kid claimed to know why the title was changed, you know, and in the next breath they'd say that the Ultimate Warrior was dead. God, I love those times. It's definitely kids in general that come out with this sort of nonsense. Because I've got a son that's 9. He comes home now and asks me these questions. Dad, has this happened? Dad, has that happened? And I'll be like, no, son, it hasn't. Who told you that? Oh, this boy in my class said this. So the kid conspiracy theories are going to be forever ongoing. I can just imagine it now, you know. Did you know in Roblox, if you push up, down, left, right, and you do this, you get 1 million Robux? Or something to that effect. And see, this is what I mean about mixing the gameplay up a little bit. Rather than just have your standard side-scrolling beat-em-up action, it's always good for a beat-em-up game to move along from that and have something slightly different. It breaks up the gameplay and is always a good move. Now here's a question for you gaming experts, ones that might know better than me. What came first? The foot soldiers or the enemies in Rolling Thunder? Because they do look similar, don't they? Ouch. Now my guess is it's going to be the foot soldiers, because the Turtle, obviously the comics originated before Rolling Thunder, the arcade game, I believe. I could be wrong on that front. That is another game I am thinking about doing a long play on. Problem is, I've never actually completed Rolling Thunder. I love the game to bits. Just never had the opportunity to complete it. I give up, basically. It does get hard, for me anyway. You gotta love how Splinter is like supposedly the king of fighters or whatever. He taught these guys, and then he gets carried away by like a few of these little robots. Yes, I know he's old. Didn't stop him from flipping Shredder over that wall in the first Turtle movie though, did it? And that was another key moment in the Turtle Mania period of time, is when they released that first live action movie. Now, back in the early 90s, I think it was 1990, that film. Films used to come out in the cinema, and it's not like today, whereas you'll get it on a streaming service or on DVD within 2 to 3 months. It might take a year to 2 years to come to video for some reason or other. I remember Rocky 4 being a prime example of that. I wanted to see Rocky 4 so bad. Never got the chance to see it in the cinema. And I asked my local video shop every day. And I remember counting the months, and maybe I'm wrong, but it felt like at least over a year. And that's how it was back then. You know, these companies, they was in no rush to get the media out for whatever reason. With the quality of piracy these days, that's not the case. They want to earn their money in the cinema, get it out, get their money before people can start watching it online as quick as can. Not the case in the 90s, so you'd have so many dodgy VHS copies flying around. And I remember when my friend got hold of this, and obviously when you record it, and you record it again and you record it again, the qualities of the copy is going to deteriorate. So by the time it got to me, you know, I don't know what on earth was going on in that movie. But I watched it, told everyone I'd seen the film, when in reality I'd heard the film. But yeah, good old days, eh? Now, I've never seen this character in the cartoons or even an action figure. I love little touches like that. Konami did the same thing with the Simpsons game, in terms of when one of the characters got hit with a flame. Yeah, this guy's going to beat the hell out of me. It's going to take a while to take him out, I think. I might as well just stand there and duke it out with him. I can't I can't see a strategy here. Just smack him up. Hope for the best. And try not to get burnt.
Thank you, my turtles. There it is.
Now, I think all of us as kids have had some sort of turtle toys over the years. They did have a Technodrome at some point. I was never lucky enough to get that. I think it was very costly. It was definitely an item. If you had it, you was like, wow, you're the man, or the kid. Yeah, guys, apologies for the frame rate issue there. Was actively working on fixing that whilst also trying to beat the enemies. It looks like it's okay now. It's only for a couple of minutes. I hope it doesn't deter from your enjoyment of the video too much. Apologies on that front. Another character here I don't recall seeing in the cartoons at any point. And one I don't actually remember a figure of. Again, I could be totally wrong. I'm not the biggest expert on the characters. I know the main ones, and I know a few of the less popular ones, but yeah, by no means an expert. This guy doesn't even want to go down, you know. Can't even put him on his arse. Right, I believe you go straight into the final two bosses now. It's been a while since I played it, but yes, you do. And it's great to see Krang in the game. Krang, a great creation. And one that isn't used enough when it comes to live action stuff for the turtle. No, I know there was a Krang figure. I think it was quite an expensive one. I never had it. I think the extent of my figures were the 4 turtles. I had a Foot Soldier and Bebop and Rocksteady and Shredder. And that's about it. Oh, I think I got Rat King at some point as well. So it's literally I jump, I hit, he kicks. Yeah, well, you know what, Krang? I've got unlimited credits. This is not the arcade, my friend. And again, I go back to my guy I used to know at the arcade, how he could finish this on 1 credit, 1 life. I can't remember if it's 1 credit or 1 life. I think it's 1 life, but if you go and play this game now and put that into perspective, 1 life, or even 1 credit if I have got it wrong, to complete this game. That is some task. Oh, Shredder is just battering me right now. Move around. Look, 2 of them just ganging up on me. Oh my God. Always an embarrassing way to die, that is. Ugh. Although if you've got that power, you'd use it more often, wouldn't you? Look what it does. I'm thankful he doesn't. And look at that. It literally just grazed the top of my turtle head. And there you have it. Goodbye Technodrome. And not the one at Helter Skelter, for those that know. Well, Krang done a runner, didn't he? Right guys, so that is the first Turtles arcade game. Huge success worldwide, mass popularity. As I say, it was released during probably the peak of Turtle Mania, and Turtle Mania was a thing. Believe me, it was massive in the 90s. You just could not get away from it. But let me know what you think of the game. Drop a comment below. We're going to be playing the follow-up, Turtles in Time, at some point. I'm going to be putting that on there. Is that a better game than this? Is Turtles in Time a much improved version of the 2D fighting Turtles genre? Let me know in the comments below. In the meantime, I've got many games lined up to drop on the channel for long play purposes. We've got the Simpsons arcade game ready to go. We've got the Punisher, Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, and many more. And we're going to be jumping on some Nintendo Switch stuff as well soon after. Some Evercade stuff as well. We've got some new Evercade cartridges coming out at the end of February. We'll jump on them. Maybe do some reviews as well. I'm big on the Evercade, so definitely part of my channel will be dedicated to that system. So you'll definitely see more stuff from the Evercade. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. It's much appreciated. And take the time out, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notifications. You'll see as and when I'm posting my videos. And I will see all of you guys on the next video. Until then, take care.